You've encountered a massive obstacle, a wall so imposing that it's prompted you to question everything: your beliefs, your life's purpose, and even your connection to something greater than yourself. This isn't a physical wall made of bricks or stones. It's a formidable barrier composed of doubt, fear, and a profound sense of emptiness. In the realm of spirituality, this challenging experience is often referred to as the dark night of the soul. Think of it as a spiritual growing pain, a journey where you're navigating through a seemingly endless tunnel with no visible light at the end. It's like weathering a ferocious storm with thunder so deafening that it obscures all clarity. But here's the incredible part: this isn't a random trial. It's the universe's way of stripping away the layers that no longer serve you, so you can emerge anew, much like a phoenix rising from its ashes. Yes, it can be painful, but it's pain with a purpose, a divine pruning process that removes what's unnecessary to make way for fresh growth. Let me share 5 unmistakable signs that you're going through this transformative dark night of the soul. Overwhelming feelings of being lost and powerless. Life sometimes thrusts us into situations that make us feel utterly lost, hopelessly disconnected, and incredibly vulnerable. You might find yourself at a crossroads, uncertain about the path forward. Your dreams and goals may seem distant, and clarity eludes you. Awareness awakening. Interestingly, the more you struggle, the more aware you become. You start to see your feelings, actions, and the deep-rooted beliefs that have been guiding them. It's akin to awakening from a long slumber, realizing you've been walking through life half asleep. Paradox of knowledge. As you gain knowledge, you may paradoxically feel like you know less. Discovering more about yourself might make you feel even more lost. But here's the crucial insight: you're not weak, you're human. And being human means you're resilient, capable of overcoming the toughest challenges and the darkest moments. Your heightened awareness and the confusion you're experiencing are signs that you're on the brink of a breakthrough, not a breakdown. Transformational freedom. Embrace the transformation. You're shedding the old, outdated relationships, beliefs, and behaviors. Just like a snake shedding its skin or a butterfly emerging from its cocoon, you're undergoing a profound transformation. Be patient, be courageous, and be open to this process. Reevaluating success. Your previous definition of success is being challenged. You may have achieved what society and others expected of you, yet you're left feeling hollow. Understand that your worth isn't solely based on external accomplishments. You're inherently valuable just by existing. This realization can be unsettling, but also liberating. This journey isn't a setback, it's a setup for an incredible comeback. Embrace it as a spiritual detox, a cleansing process that prepares you for a life more aligned with your true self. Trust in the process, for you're not alone. The universe is guiding you every step of the way. Remember, you are not merely a human doing. You are a human being, and your worth is intrinsic. Embrace this transformative phase with faith, and you'll emerge stronger, wiser, and more authentic than ever before. Consider this challenging period not as a setback, but as a powerful setup for a remarkable comeback. You're facing substantial challenges that will ultimately make you stronger and wiser. Remember, struggle is a natural part of the hero's journey, and you are far from weak. You're profoundly human. Being human means you possess an innate resilience, capable of conquering even the most formidable conditions and the darkest moments. Your heightened awareness, the confusion you're experiencing, and the doubts you face are all indicators that you're on the verge of a breakthrough, not a breakdown. This is a process of shedding the old to create space for the new, much like a snake shedding its skin or a butterfly emerging from its cocoon. You're undergoing a transformative journey, and although it may require patience and courage, it's a journey that will leave you with enduring wisdom and strength that will last a lifetime. Imagine a favorite old song that once filled you with so much life. Now, when you play it, you realize that the melody no longer stirs your soul as it once did. It's not that the song has lost its rhythm or lyrics, it's you who has changed. This shift extends beyond music. It encompasses the activities you once loved and even the friends you couldn't envision life without. Suddenly, those things and people feel out of tune with the person you are becoming. You might sense that you're like an instrument in need of a new song, a different kind of music that aligns with your evolving soul. You discover a different kind of joy, perhaps through reading profound literature, meditating, or watching documentaries that challenge your worldview. It's a subtler, yet more resonant joy, one that aligns perfectly with who you are becoming. In fact, it might be more than joy. It could be a profound sense of peace or meaningfulness. The settings have changed, and your social circle has shifted. But within this transformation, you unearth something vital, your own evolving self. We often cling to the past because it feels familiar and safe, but holding on to what used to bring us joy can become a prison when we are in a phase of growth and change. Realize that it's perfectly okay to outgrow certain activities and people. Embrace the idea of seeking new playgrounds and companions as you evolve. This is not a betrayal of your past, it's an honoring of your future. Now, as you stand at what should be the peak of your accomplishment, having secured that coveted internship you've poured years of your life into, you may paradoxically feel an overwhelming sense of emptiness. It's like standing atop a mountain only to find your view obscured by fog. This very moment, with all its unsettling feelings, is the catalyst for something profoundly transformative, your dark night of the soul. It makes you question how something you worked so hard for could leave you feeling hollow. You've pursued a dream that society and perhaps even your family laid out for you, never pausing to ask if it aligns with your true desires. You've been sprinting down a path paved with expectations that don't necessarily align with your authentic self. It's become evident that your concept of success requires a complete overhaul. You're not alone in this realization. Many of us navigate life like actors on a stage, playing roles we never even auditioned for. We often measure our worth in grades, promotions, likes on social media, or the size of our paychecks, all the while missing the bigger picture. However, the dark night of the soul intervenes in this narrative. It tears apart the script and challenges you to rewrite it, not based on your achievements, but on who you truly are. This experience, uncomfortable as it may be, is invaluable because it reveals a life-altering truth. Your worth isn't determined by an equation where accomplishments are the variables. You are worthy simply because you exist, because you're here, living this human experience. This realization can be both unsettling and liberating. It liberates you from the performance treadmill and sets you on a path of meaningful existence. It's as if life is telling you that you don't have to earn your worth. You are inherently valuable. This marks a watershed moment in your journey, a time to reevaluate what success genuinely means to you. Is it about acquiring material possessions, or is it more about spiritual growth? Is it about climbing the corporate ladder, or is it about forming meaningful relationships? This is the moment where you decide what truly matters to you, where you sift through the complexities of life to separate what's essential from what's not. Let's celebrate this disorienting yet transformative phase, for it signifies that you're on the brink of understanding something extraordinary, that you are not merely a human doing, but a human being. Your value doesn't rely on your ability to check off boxes on a checklist. It's woven into your very being and doesn't require external validation. Now, consider the reawakening of your inner child. Sometimes, wisdom doesn't come from growing older, but from revisiting the parts of ourselves that existed before the world taught us to conform. One of the most profound markers of your dark night of the soul is a growing connection with your inner child. It's like coming full circle, returning to the starting line, but with a newfound sense of purpose and understanding. As you become more conscious of your life journey, your thoughts, your emotions, and even your deeper wounds, you'll notice a small voice growing louder and more persistent. This isn't a voice of judgment or societal expectations, but the voice of your inner child yearning to be acknowledged and heard. This reconnection is a healing process, a form of self-love that enriches your understanding of yourself at the most foundational level. It peels back the layers, revealing the core of your being, and allows you to face uncomfortable truths while giving you the incredible gift of meeting yourself anew. In essence, your inner child is the guardian of your authenticity, offering you a lifeline back to your true self amidst the complexities of adulthood. That voice echoing within you, the one yearning to be acknowledged and heard, isn't a mere coincidence. It's an integral part of your spiritual and emotional evolution. When you lend an ear to your inner child, it's akin to opening a time capsule, brimming with your most authentic desires, dreams, and even vulnerabilities. The feelings and experiences that shaped you during your formative years haven't disappeared. They've patiently awaited your rediscovery. Your inner child holds the keys to understanding your deepest wounds, your most genuine emotions, and your core beliefs. This reconnection isn't just a conversation, it's a healing process. When you tune into your inner child, you're not merely listening, you're validating a part of yourself that may have felt neglected or buried under layers of adult responsibilities and societal norms. This form of self-love is transformative, enriching your understanding of who you are at the most foundational level. The beauty of this process lies in its ability to peel back the layers, revealing the core of your being. Yes, it forces you to confront uncomfortable truths, but it also bestows upon you the incredible gift of meeting yourself anew by engaging in a dialogue with your inner child. In essence, you're saying, "I see you, I hear you, and you matter." It's like rekindling an old friendship that was never truly lost, just waiting to be rediscovered. But why is this reconnection so essential? Because your inner child is the guardian of your authenticity. As adults, we often stray far from our authentic selves, drawn by the enticing calls of ambition, acceptance, and societal pressure. The further we wander from our true selves, the more disoriented we become. Reconnecting with your inner child during the dark night of the soul offers a lifeline back to your true self, a paradoxical sense of freedom and authenticity amidst the complexities of adulthood. You might be wondering how you can feel a sense of freedom amidst one of the most challenging periods of your life. This paradox lies at the very heart of the dark night experience. Yes, you are confronted with immense obstacles, profound questions, and a dissection of your entire life as you've known it. However, within this upheaval, there exists a unique kind of freedom, one that provides you with the inner strength to persevere along this rugged path. Deep within your core, you start to understand that this transformative process is ultimately for your own good. It goes beyond mere intellectual knowledge, it's a visceral spiritual acknowledgement. It feels as if the universe is sculpting you, chiseling away the excess to reveal your most authentic self. Remember, you're not being punished, you're being purified and prepared for a life more aligned with your true essence than any previous chapter. This newfound freedom emanates from a profound place of trust in the universe, trust in the process, and, most importantly, trust in yourself. Perhaps for the first time, you're not second-guessing every decision or incessantly worrying about the outcomes. Instead, you're surrendering to the flow of life, confident that you're on the right path, even if it feels uncomfortably unfamiliar. This trust isn't born from naivety, it's rooted in faith, deeply embedded in the core of your being. The dark night of the soul isn't just a low point in your life, it's a spiritual detox. It cleanses you of everything that is not aligned with your higher self. Although it may be painful and confusing, this phase is an essential part of your journey towards spiritual awakening and a deeper understanding of yourself. Embrace this process and always remember that you're not going through it alone, nor is it without purpose. Walk this path with unwavering faith, for you are not alone. The universe walks alongside you every step of the way. I hope this message brings a ray of light into your heart. If you resonate with this, please share it with your friends and family so that they too can be touched by its wisdom. I wish you a truly wonderful day filled with newfound strength and clarity.